The true measure of a man is how he treats someone who can do him absolutely no good. Every man has something to do which he neglects. Every man has faults to conquer which he delays to combat. The wise man applauds he who he thinks most virtuous. The rest of the world applauds the wealthy. He that wishes to see his country robbed of its rights cannot be a patriot. He that is already corrupt is naturally suspicious, and he that becomes suspicious will quickly become corrupt. Patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel. Prejudice, not being founded on reason, cannot be removed by argument. He who has so little knowledge of human nature as to seek happiness by changing anything but his own disposition will waste his life in fruitless efforts. Fraud and falsehood only dread examination. Truth invites it. Deviation from nature is deviation from happiness. Kindness is in our power, even when fondness is not. Curiosity is one of the most permanent and certain characteristics of a vigorous intellect. Whatever the motive for the insult, it is always best to overlook it, for folly doesn't deserve resentment, and malice is punished by neglect. Bachelors have consciences, married men have wives. When once the forms of civility are violated, there remains little hope of return to kindness or decency. Your manuscript is both good and original, but the part that is good is not original, and the part that is original is not good. He who waits to do a great deal of good at once will never do anything. No government power can be abused long. Mankind will not bear it. There is a remedy in human nature against tyranny that will keep us safe under every form of government. Courage is the greatest of all virtues, because if you haven't courage, you may not have an opportunity to use any of the others. Men more frequently require to be reminded than informed. The future is purchased by the present. You can never be wise unless you love reading. Language is the dress of thought. Every time you talk, your mind is on parade. Almost every man wastes part of his life attempting to display qualities which he does not possess. The really happy woman is the one who can enjoy the scenery when she has to take a detour. Happiness is not a state to arrive at, but rather a manner of traveling. Exert your talents and distinguish yourself, and don't think of retiring from the world until the world will be sorry that you retire. My dear friend, clear your mind of cant. Nothing will ever be attempted if all possible objections must first be overcome. Nature has given women so much power that the law has very wisely given them little. Life affords no higher pleasure than that of surmounting difficulties. Never trust your tongue when your heart is bitter. Truth allows no choice.